Hi, good morning everybody. I wanted to show how my little planting area has gotten cleaned up, but I also want to take you on my process for updating, if I can stay in the light here. There you go. I want to show you the process I'm going to use for updating, I guess the history of my land, to show how the property is growing up, any changes. And what I have is a big 3 foot by 4 foot whiteboard. I have like several folders of plants that I've ordered. There's another folder for the National Wildlife Federation, the certificate that they sent me, the one for the butterfly way station. Also, I put in there the letter I got from the county and the appeal letter, because they said that my grass was too high. So I'm going to go around and I'll show you where I'm going to take the pictures from a few different angles, from the both the perimeter of my property and then down the trails. And I wanted to focus on some of the plants, both perennial and annuals. And that way I'll have all those. I'll have those printed out, and I'll update the big whiteboard map. But I'll take a picture of that before and after I make the changes, and that way I can separate it by date and say, okay, these pictures were from a year and a half ago when I stopped mowing, to last summer, to last fall, to this spring, this middle of summer now, just so I can see the changes, just to catalog it, record it. Pictures are a great thing. I always go around and say, oh, I'll never forget what that looks like. But then I do, and I see a picture of, randomly that I took, and been like, oh, I should have taken more pictures. So this is an attempt to keep going on with the idea that, I need to record everything. I need to take pictures to show exactly, what has worked. For example, that apparently I can't get raspberries to grow. I don't know. I've tried two different places with two different kinds of raspberries, and just don't want to grow, but everything else does. So I'll take you around to where I'm actually taking the pictures, and I'll just really take the pictures as I'm recording the video, and then we'll head inside to look at the map that I'm going to update on paper, and then I'll show you the whiteboard, so stay tuned. This right here is right outside my back door. As you can see, I'll take a picture right here, and then just kind of show you I've taken a lot of the poppies out. They're pretty much done, but we made sure that when I pulled them out of here and some over there, we were throughout as they're popping up. When the seeds were ready, when they're obviously ready, we spread them through there and through over here and some other places. So I mean, they'll reseed and they'll regrow next year, but the old, I'm just cutting them back or deadheading them, whatever you want to call them. And the other flowers that I had planted here haven't popped up yet, but it's only been a few days. But I just wanted to show how this looked on, July 13th. And then I'll go around the corner here. I've also taken a picture from right here. This is what I see, every morning when I come out. See how well the tomatoes and peas and beans and pepper plants are doing. And you can see how a lot of the grasses really haven't come back, and the maple trees are popping up doing well. I got a couple of hopefully black walnut trees and whatever else, but kind of give you an idea of how everything is going. You can see in the background how tall the sunchokes are getting. And I'm going to take a couple pictures over there too. I'll probably just go clockwise, just take a few pictures. I've taken a picture from this spot. I want to show you how these squash and cucumbers are doing. Let's see, get one. So they're forming, you can see right there. And there's one that was done, you can see that. Still give it a couple more days. I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, this is the first time growing any of this stuff, so we'll see how it grows. If it keeps getting bigger, it changes color. Here's the cucumber, and it's starting to spread. It was all here. Now it's leaping. It's leaping, and we'll just do its thing. But yeah, I have rhubarb, and then there's peas on here. Don't step on anything. Yeah, we got plenty of peas. Not sure if we cook them first, we just pull them off and eat them, but wait for them to get a little bit greener, I think. But I really just need to research all these plants. Of course, I just planted whatever sounded good and without any knowledge of how to consume it, so. And then these are all the sunchokes. So I'll take one single picture of that just to see. This is the first year. I planted the tubers, just tubers that I'd ordered from Amazon. There's like 12, 15 of them. So some of them have, each root or each tuber has grown into a couple plants or 3 plants. And then in the fall we'll be able to harvest them. And it's all separated, so you can just dig up that whole area if you need to, and just leave a few tubers in the ground. So I'll take a picture here, and I'll go around, just take a couple more. I'm not going to videotape every single area, but we'll just videotape the highlights, I suppose. So we pretty much made our way around. We got pictures from over there by that mulberry tree, a couple of those. I think I took another additional 10 pictures, just throughout, a couple around the perimeter, and then one is, a few as I made it through here. One from behind me. I want to capture specifically that tree line, or along the road there where I planted all those pine trees. So in a couple of years we'll be able to see how much that's progressed. And of course the crazy mullein over there that keeps splitting off. And so we'll go in, I'll show you that map that I have, and I'll get to updating the paper one. Alright, here is the whiteboard. First off, I really wish it was rotated landscape, but as you can see, I wanted to mount it in here, and it's not wide enough. So anyways, maybe we could call it cool things. If you look right here, this Amish building is where I'm at. We're actually facing that way. But anyways, the house there, as I walked around, the first picture I took was from right here. There's that plot. And you can see here I do have some things marked. And I put a key. So the kiwis that are not growing are marked. The grapes, the one of 2 grapes that are growing are there. The butterfly plants there, those are the ones that I bought from the local county, the Soil and Water Conservation. They do a spring sale, kind of marked where there are pathways, blueberry hascaps, cranberry, and of course the pawpaws. So I have a lot of things that I need to add to it. So if I just make a key, and I can just mark in there. So some of them I just wrote in because it's such a big area. All the sunchokes, those are where I put those vegetables, like put cucumber, squash, broccoli, things like that. It was called the sugar bush, the main location for where so many of those maple trees have popped up. And we put all our daddy mullein there, and then some other ideas. That might be where the pond goes. We'll see. I'm going to get a local guy to come out. What the plan is, and I'll show you the piece of paper I'm going to use that has that outline and all that, and I'll just mark where I put stuff. I also need to go over to my other little property, whatever, and then mark out where I've been planting stuff there. If you've seen my other videos, I don't even remember half the time what the bushes and plants are, because a lot of them don't come with labels. So I need to record it somehow to aid my memory. So I'll go in and show you that piece of paper, and then I'll get to marking it. Alright, here's my map. I just have a regular folder, nothing too special, but I'm going to go through, and that's my house right by my thumb there. I'm just going to pencil in all the other things that I've added, and I'll probably just flip it around and quick sketch the plants that I put on the other property. I just ordered, completely accidentally of course, a whole bunch of blackberry, boysenberry, and a couple other bushes, and I bought 3 different types of mushroom spores, so definitely a good time to pause and mark what I have, and then I can mark it as I'm spreading those spores, and wherever else I can mark kind of the area where I've planted those, along with the other bushes. As you can see, this is just it's a rough, kind of even hard to, it's all in pencil, so it just shows where the buildings are, where my property ends, that other property, just a corner tree. So there you go. I'm gonna mark this up, but for this video I'll probably just stop it here. And thanks for watching. It should have been a pretty quick video. I'm trying to keep them a little bit shorter. I don't know, I prefer long 20-minute videos, but I usually don't intend to make my videos that long. They just end up being that way. So we'll get this into the editing software and see if we can work out some of the kinks with that. Looking to change from a free, I'm using, well, I don't even know if it's Shotcut right now, and I'm probably just using it wrong, but try to maybe use different editing software, get an intro video going, but that's for a different time. Just want to get this map updated, and I can move on. Alright, thanks for watching.